What's up guys, Chiggs here from Chiggs Tech Reviews. So last year we saw a very popular budget bezel-less smartphone called the DOOGEE Mix. It was priced under $200 for a nearly bezel-less smartphone which also had some very decent specs and performance. Well, today I've got my hands on the sequel, DOOGEE's 2018 handset. So here is the DOOGEE Mix 2. You can pick this up right now for $229 in the US and £174 in the UK. For the price and the specs you get, this looks like a very decent smartphone, and today we will find out how good it really is. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual, a screen protector. It's not a tempered glass screen protector, it's just a regular one. You also have a USB-C charging cable, a SIM eject tool, a 3.5mm audio to USB-C adapter. This also comes with a micro USB to USB-C adapter, a USB power brick. You also get a smartphone case which is made from a hard plastic and finished in a rubbery texture, so it feels quite grippy. And last but not least, the smartphone itself. So here it is guys, the DOOGEE Mix 2. I'll put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. So we have a 5.99 inch Full HD Plus display with 403 pixels per inch. You have a tall 18:9 aspect ratio with a resolution of 1080 by 2160. So the display itself looks nice. You have this tall aspect ratio and it feels very nice in the hands. Screen is also nice and bright with vibrant colors, sharp detail and great viewing angles. You have an octa-core CPU, 6GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. You have dual cameras on the back, 16 and 13 megapixels, and you also have dual 8 megapixel cameras on the front. This supports dual Nano SIM cards, it's factory unlocked to all networks, and you have a large 4060 mAh battery. So this smartphone has a full metal frame with Gorilla Glass on the front and the back. It's finished with rounded edges and tiny bezels. Whilst the phone does feel quite premium and comfortable in the hands, I can't quite avoid the fact that it does feel a little heavier than the Mix 1, probably due to the larger battery. On the front you have your dual 8 megapixel cameras, and at the bottom of the device you have your 3 on-screen touch buttons, back, home and menu. Now the fingerprint sensor is located on the back. It's quite easy to reach and does unlock the smartphone accurately every single time, although it's not the fastest we have seen. The smartphone is 8.6mm thin and weighs 210 grams. At the bottom of the device you will find a microphone, a USB Type-C charging port and a speaker. On the side you have your volume rocker and power button, which are both made from metal, and the buttons feel quite sturdy and have a textured feel to them. There is nothing on the opposite side, and at the top of the device you have a dual SIM card tray which can take 2 Nano SIM cards or 1 Nano SIM card and 1 MicroSD card. The 3.5mm headphone jack is gone, so rest in peace headphone jack, you will be dearly missed. So let's see how this device handles Full HD streaming and gaming. Moving on now to the gaming test. So coming to the cameras, the DOOGEE Mix 2 has 4 cameras. On the back you have a 16 and 13 megapixel camera with an f2.0 aperture. So on the front you have an 8 megapixel selfie camera and another 8 megapixel camera which has a 130-degree wide-angle lens for group selfies. So now let's check out some camera samples and see what this camera is all about. In the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download and upload speeds of 9 megabits per second. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi speeds we got were surprisingly low. And for you advanced users, this supports Google Widevine Level 3 and you do not have root access from default. And here are the Geekbench scores for single and multi-core. And in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved a total benchmark score of 63,067. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top performing smartphone chart for 2018, showing you all the latest smartphones and seeing how they compare with each other. So as you can see, the DOOGEE Mix 2 has taken position 17 on this chart. Now if we compare this smartphone to its own price bracket, then here is the top performing smartphone chart for under $250. And again, all devices have been ranked by Antutu scores, and on this chart, the DOOGEE Mix 2 has taken position 7. Furthermore, you can view all my charts at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. Stay tuned as we have a lot more to come. So before we conclude the video and get to the pros and cons, let's do a quick comparison of both DOOGEE Mix handsets. So here they both are, DOOGEE Mix 1 and 2, and as you can see from the back, they are both fingerprint magnets, camera locations have changed, and on the front we have a brighter screen on the Mix 1, and the Mix 2 has the camera back in the normal position at the top. Here are all the head-to-head specs for both smartphones, and all the new upgrades are highlighted in green so that you can see the main differences between these handsets to help you compare. Furthermore, the new DOOGEE Mix 2 is also a lot heavier and thicker than the Mix 1, and this could be due to the larger screen size and higher capacity battery. So there you have it guys, that was the DOOGEE Mix 2 smartphone. So let's break it down with some pros and cons. This is no doubt a powerful budget smartphone. It handles everything very well, fast in operation, menus and navigating opening apps, everything feels swift. Things look very nice and sharp on that HD Plus screen. Fingerprint sensor is easy to reach and unlocks quite accurately, but not the fastest we've seen. Battery life was very good, phone lasted 1.5 days on medium to light usage. Speaker quality and call quality were both spot on with no issues. Face unlocking just did not work. No one could register their face on this system. The camera was just average. You can take some decent shots in good lighting, but of course it's not great in low lighting situations. Unfortunately, there is no headphone jack when the device is clearly big and thick enough to support one. And finally, the Wi-Fi speeds were just above average. I was, however, able to stream lots of 1080p videos on YouTube with no lag or issues. Bottom line, this is a powerful budget handset with a very nice screen, solid build quality, great for multimedia and games. Call quality, LTE, 4G is all very good, and the only real letdown for me is the camera. Now let's be realistic, for around $20 extra you can pick up the Xiaomi A1. Looking at the chart again, for the best smartphones under $250, the DOOGEE Mix 2 is in the top 10 for performance. So whilst this smartphone offers you a great performance for the price, it does however lack in other areas. The DOOGEE Mix is currently priced at $229 US or £174 in the UK. And with that being said, I'll leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this smartphone. Don't forget to hit the like button for more honest and to the point smartphone reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.